History often paints a picture of samurai as fierce warriors clad in armor, wielding gleaming katanas on the battlefield. This image, however, often excludes a vital part of the story: the women of the samurai class. While popular culture primarily focuses on male samurai, women played significant roles within this warrior society, defying stereotypes and leaving their mark on Japanese history. They were not simply wives or mothers, they were trained in martial arts, skilled in combat, and fiercely loyal to their families and clans. To truly appreciate the significance of female samurai like Tomoe Gozen and Nakano Takeko, we must first understand the societal context in which they lived. Samurai culture, while steeped in martial tradition, was not solely defined by warfare. It was a complex social structure with its own set of rules, expectations, and beliefs that shaped the lives of both men and women. Women in samurai society held a unique position. While expected to adhere to traditional values of obedience and loyalty, they were also entrusted with managing their households, raising children, and upholding the honor of their families. This often involved making difficult decisions, demonstrating unwavering strength, and displaying remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. Despite their contributions, the stories of female samurai often remain untold, their names lost to the mists of time. This historical erasure is a result of various factors, including the patriarchal nature of Japanese society and the biases inherent in historical record-keeping. Traditionally, history has been written from a male perspective, focusing on the exploits of men on the battlefield. This male-centric view often marginalized the roles of women, relegating them to the background or overlooking their contributions altogether. As a result, the stories of countless courageous women skilled in warfare and instrumental in shaping Japan's history have been largely forgotten. Tomoe Gozen and Nakano Takeko stand out as beacons of strength and courage in a time when women were often confined to the shadows, their roles limited by societal expectations. Their stories, though separated by centuries, offer a glimpse into the lives of exceptional women who defied the norms of their time. These women challenged societal norms and left an undeniable mark on Japanese history, their legacies enduring through the ages. This essay aims to bring their stories to the forefront, illuminating their achievements and the impact they had on their society. We celebrate their unwavering spirit, their determination, and their courage in the face of adversity. Tomoe Gozen, a legendary figure from the 12th century, is renowned for her bravery and skill as a warrior, her name echoing through history. Her story, often romanticized in literature and art, speaks of a woman who fought alongside men. Her presence on the battlefield a testament to her strength. Her loyalty to her clan and her prowess in battle were unmatched, making her a symbol of dedication and martial excellence. She embodies the spirit of the Onna-Bugeisha, the female warriors of Japan who stood tall in a male-dominated world. The term Onna-Bugeisha describes these remarkable women who defied expectations and societal norms. They carved their names into the annals of history, their stories inspiring generations to come. The mists of time shroud the early life of Tomoe Gozen, her origins remaining a subject of much speculation and debate. Some historical accounts suggest she was born into a noble samurai family, her lineage steeped in martial tradition. Others propose she might have been a commoner, her exceptional skills catching the eye of a powerful lord who recognized her potential. Regardless of her beginnings, one thing remains certain. Tomoe Gozen possessed a rare combination of beauty, intelligence, and martial prowess. Her skills in swordsmanship, archery, and horseback riding were said to be unmatched, earning her respect and admiration within the warrior class. She was not merely a skilled fighter. She was a master strategist, capable of analyzing battlefield situations and devising cunning tactics that often caught her enemies off guard. The Genpei War, From 1180 to 1185, a pivotal conflict in Japanese history served as the backdrop against which Tomoe Gozen's legend truly blossomed. This bitter struggle between the Minamoto and Taira clans for control of Japan saw countless acts of bravery, betrayal, and bloodshed, forever shaping the destiny of the nation. Amidst this chaotic landscape, Tomoe Gozen emerged as a shining example of unwavering loyalty and unmatched skill. She fought tirelessly alongside Minamoto no Yoshinaka, her naginata carving a path through enemy ranks, her arrows finding their marks with deadly accuracy. She became his trusted lieutenant, her tactical mind complementing his boldness on the battlefield. Together they secured a series of victories for the Minamoto clan, striking fear into the hearts of their enemies. Tomoe Gozen's valor in battle became legendary. Chronicles from the time describe her as a warrior without equal, her skill with the naginata and the bow surpassing even seasoned male samurai. She moved with a grace and ferocity that belied her gender. Her attacks swift and deadly, her presence on the battlefield striking fear into the hearts of her opponents. Accounts tell of her single-handedly defeating multiple enemy warriors, sending them fleeing in terror from her wrath. Her bravery was not reckless abandon, but a calculated ferocity always tempered with a keen tactical mind. She understood the ebb and flow of battle, knowing when to press an attack and when to strategically withdraw, preserving her strength for the most opportune moments. Beyond her battlefield exploits, Tomoe Gozen's legend is also intertwined with tales of her unwavering loyalty and indomitable spirit. She served Minamoto no Yoshinaka with steadfast dedication, even as his fortunes began to wane in the latter stages of the Genpei War. Yoshinaka, betrayed by his own kin, found himself facing insurmountable odds. Tomoe Gozen remained by his side, her loyalty unwavering, even as defeat seemed inevitable. During the Battle of Awazu in 1184, Yoshinaka's forces were overwhelmed by the army of his own cousin, Minamoto no Yoritomo. Outnumbered and facing certain defeat, Yoshinaka urged Tomoe Gozen to flee, knowing her capture would mean certain death. The passage of time has inevitably blurred the lines between historical fact and romanticized legend when it comes to the tale of Tomoe Gozen. While her existence as a historical figure is generally accepted, the details of her life and exploits have been embellished and reinterpreted over the centuries, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. The primary source of information about Tomoe Gozen comes from the tale of the Heike Monogatari, a 14th century epic war chronicle that recounts the events of the Genpei War. While this text provides valuable insights into the period and the key figures involved, it is also infused with literary flourishes and dramatic embellishments, casting some doubt on the historical accuracy of certain events. Centuries after Tomoe Gozen's legendary exploits, another female warrior would rise to prominence, her story etched against the backdrop of a Japan grappling with the tides of change. This new era would see the emergence of Nakano Takeko, a figure whose bravery and skill would be remembered for generations. Nakano Takeko, born in 1847, entered a world vastly different from the one Tomoe Gozen knew. Her life began in a time when Japan was on the cusp of monumental transformation, a period that would challenge and redefine the samurai class. The tumultuous era of warring clans had given way to the relative peace and stability of the Edo period, from 1603 to 1867. This era, though peaceful, was not without its own challenges and complexities. This period, marked by the rule of the Tokugawa shogunate, ushered in an era of economic growth, cultural flourishing, and strict social order. The shogunate's policies fostered a unique blend of tradition and innovation, creating a society that was both stable and dynamic. The samurai class, once defined by constant warfare, found itself transitioning into roles of administrators and bureaucrats. They were now the keepers of peace and order, their swords often more symbolic than practical. While the martial spirit remained ingrained in their culture, the battlefield had largely given way to the more refined pursuits of scholarship, swordsmanship as an art form, and the upholding of traditional values. The samurai's dedication to discipline and honor continued to shape their identity, even as their roles evolved. To understand Nakano Takeko's unwavering dedication and the events that would lead to her legendary last stand, it is crucial to delve into the unique context of the Aizu domain. Situated in the northern reaches of Japan, Aizu stood as a bastion of traditional samurai values, its people known for their fierce loyalty, unwavering discipline, and deep reverence for their history. The Aizu domain had long served as a vital supporter of the Tokugawa shogunate, its warriors playing a pivotal role in maintaining stability and quelling rebellions. This unwavering allegiance to the shogunate fostered a strong sense of duty and honor within the hearts of the Aizu people, shaping their worldview and influencing their actions. The year 1868 marked a turning point in Japanese history as simmering tensions erupted into open conflict with the outbreak of the Boshin War. This devastating civil war pitted the forces of the ruling Tokugawa shogunate against those loyal to the imperial court, who sought to restore the emperor to power and usher in a new era for Japan. The Aizu domain, bound by its unwavering loyalty to the shogunate, found itself thrust into the heart of this conflict. A staunch supporter of the old order, Aizu faced overwhelming odds, its forces vastly outnumbered and outgunned by the modern weaponry of the imperial faction. As the Boshin War raged and the Aizu domain faced mounting losses, a remarkable phenomenon emerged. Women, traditionally relegated to the domestic sphere, took up arms to defend their homeland. These women, known as the literally Women's Army, defied societal expectations and demonstrated unwavering courage in the face of adversity. Among these brave women stood Nakano Takeko. Her skills with the naginata, honed through years of dedicated practice, finally put to the ultimate test. Motivated by a deep sense of loyalty to her domain and a desire to protect her loved ones, Takeko answered the call to arms, her determination burning bright amidst the encroaching darkness. The Battle of Aizu, a pivotal and tragic clash in the Boshin War, would become the stage for Nakano Takeko's legendary last stand. As imperial forces closed in on the Aizu capital of Wakamatsu, the defenders, vastly outnumbered and outgunned, prepared for a final, desperate defense. Nakano Takeko, now in her early 20s, found herself thrust into a leadership role. With her father away from the front lines, she assumed command of a small unit of Joshigun, approximately 20 women strong, tasked with defending a strategic position near the Yanagi Bridge. While Tomoe Gozen and Nakano Takeko stand as shining exemplars of female samurai, their stories, though remarkable, represent only a fraction of the countless women who defied societal expectations and left their mark on Japanese history. Many other extraordinary women, their names often lost to the mists of time or relegated to footnotes in history books, deserve recognition for their courage, skill, and unwavering spirit. These unsung heroines, hailing from various social backgrounds and time periods, played crucial roles in shaping the destiny of Japan. Some served as loyal wives and mothers, providing unwavering support to their husbands and sons on the battlefield. Others took up arms themselves, defending their homes and families with the same ferocity and determination as their male counterparts. Empress Jingu, 169 to 269 AD, a figure shrouded in both history and legend, stands as a testament to the influence women could wield in ancient Japan, even in a time when men held a firm grip on power. While her historicity remains a subject of debate among scholars, her story, as passed down through centuries of oral tradition and recorded in ancient texts like the Chronicles of Japan, has captivated the Japanese imagination for generations. A According to legend, Empress Jingu was the wife of Emperor Chuai, the 14th emperor of Japan. When Chuai died while on a military campaign, Jingu, driven by a divine vision, allegedly assumed control of the throne, becoming a regent for her unborn son who would later become Emperor Ojin. Fast forward to the tumultuous Sengoku period from 1467 to 1600, an era marked by near-constant warfare and shifting alliances, and we encounter another remarkable woman, Lady Taguchi, who lived from 1507 to 1590. While not a warrior in the traditional sense, Lady Taguchi demonstrated extraordinary courage, resilience, and tactical acumen in defending her home and family amidst the chaos of war. Lady Taguchi was the wife of Taguchi Yoshiharu, the lord of Katsurao Castle in northern Japan. In 1574, her husband was away on a campaign when a powerful rival clan, the Uesugi, laid siege to Katsurao Castle. With the castle garrison vastly outnumbered, the situation seemed dire. The stories of Empress Jingu Lady Taguchi and countless other women throughout Japanese history challenge the traditional narrative of women in samurai society as solely passive figures confined to the domestic sphere. These women, whether wielding political influence, defending their homes, or fighting alongside men on the battlefield, demonstrate the complex and multifaceted roles women played in shaping Japan's destiny. The image of the female warrior skilled in the art of the naginata serves as a powerful symbol of this defiance of societal expectations. The naginata, a pole weapon with a curved blade, became closely associated with women of the samurai class. Its length provided a tactical advantage against swordsmen, allowing women to keep their distance while still delivering devastating blows. To truly comprehend the lives and actions of extraordinary women like Tomoe Gozen and Nakano Takeko, we must delve deeper into the intricate societal tapestry of samurai culture. It's easy to envision samurai solely as fierce warriors, their lives consumed by battles and bloodshed. Yet their society, governed by a strict code of conduct and hierarchical structures, demanded much more than martial prowess. Within this rigid framework, women played an indispensable, albeit often understated, role. They were the silent strength behind the samurai, the anchor of the household and the guardians of tradition. Their lives were not defined solely by their relationships to men as wives or daughters, but by a complex web of duties, expectations, and societal pressures unique to their position. The lives of samurai, both men and women, were governed by Bushido, a strict code of moral principles often translated as the way of the warrior. This unwritten code, emphasizing loyalty, honor, courage, and self-sacrifice, permeated every aspect of samurai culture, shaping their worldview and dictating their actions. While Bushido is often associated with battlefield conduct, its principles extended far beyond warfare, influencing every aspect of a samurai's life, from their interactions with others to their personal conduct. For women, Bushido manifested in different ways, shaping their roles as wives, mothers, and members of the samurai class. While samurai men were often away from home, engaged in military campaigns or fulfilling their duties to their lord, the responsibility of managing the household fell squarely on the shoulders of women. They became adept at overseeing finances, managing servants, and ensuring the smooth operation of the household in their husband's absence. Beyond the practical aspects of household management, women played a crucial role in upholding the family's honor and reputation within the community. They were responsible for instilling the values of Bushido in their children, ensuring that the next generation would uphold the family legacy. This involved rigorous education both in martial arts and traditional arts, like calligraphy, poetry, and tea ceremony. While samurai women played vital roles within their society, their lives were far from idyllic. They faced numerous constraints and limitations, their freedoms often curtailed by the patriarchal structures and rigid social norms of the time. The concept of marriage, for instance, was often more about political expediency and strengthening family ties than romantic love. Women had limited say in choosing their husbands, their destinies often determined by the needs of their families or the whims of fate. Once married, they were expected to be subservient to their husbands, upholding the Confucian ideals of wifely obedience and filial piety. The stories of female samurai, though compelling and significant, often remain on the periphery of mainstream historical narratives. This lack of visibility stems from a complex interplay of factors ranging from the inherent biases in historical record-keeping to the enduring influence of patriarchal interpretations of the past. Traditionally, history has been written by the victors, and in the case of samurai culture, those victors were predominantly men. Chronicles of battles, political intrigues, and lineage often focused on the exploits of male warriors, relegating women to the background or omitting them entirely. The erasure of female samurai from history is further compounded by the tendency to define their worth solely through their actions on the battlefield. While their martial skills were undoubtedly impressive, to focus solely on their combat roles is to overlook the multifaceted nature of their contributions to samurai society. Women were the backbone of the samurai household, the glue that held families and clans together. They managed estates, raised children, cultivated alliances through social gatherings, and preserved the traditions and values that underpinned samurai culture. Uncovering the lost stories of female samurai requires a conscious effort to challenge the traditional male-centric lens through which history has often been viewed. It necessitates a shift in perspective, a willingness to acknowledge the biases inherent in historical sources and to seek out alternative narratives that have long been silenced. This reinterpretation of history involves delving into previously overlooked sources such as diaries, letters, and oral histories, which often provide a more nuanced and personal glimpse into the lives of women. It requires questioning long-held assumptions about gender roles and recognizing the ways in which women, despite facing significant obstacles, exerted their agency and shaped the course of events. As we conclude our journey into the lives of these remarkable women, we find ourselves deeply moved by their stories and their enduring legacies. We are reminded that history is not merely a collection of dates, battles, and political machinations, but a living, breathing entity shaped by the lives of those who came before us. It is, above all, a tapestry woven from the threads of countless individual stories, each one adding its own unique color and texture to the grand narrative of human existence. Each story contributes to the rich and often overlooked complexity of the human experience, reminding us of the diverse paths that have led us to where we are today. The stories of female samurai, though often relegated to the shadows of their male counterparts, shine brightly as testaments to the indomitable spirit that resides within us all. These women, who trained and fought with the same fervor and dedication as their male peers, have left an indelible mark on history. Tomoe Gozen, a figure both real and mythical, embodies the courage and loyalty that lay at the heart of samurai culture. Her name has become synonymous with bravery and skill. She represents the courage and loyalty that were the very essence of the samurai way of life, inspiring generations to come. Her prowess on the battlefield challenged prevailing notions of gender roles, proving that women were just as capable as men when it came to wielding a sword or devising cunning strategies. These women were not just warriors, they were strategists, leaders, and symbols of resilience. Her unwavering dedication to her lord, even in the face of insurmountable odds, speaks volumes about her character and the strength she possessed. The legacy of the female samurai is a powerful reminder of the strength and resilience that lies within us all, urging us to honor their memory and continue their fight for equality and recognition. While the world of the samurai might seem like a distant and romanticized past, the lessons we glean from the lives of these extraordinary women hold profound relevance for the modern age. We live in a world still grappling with issues of gender equality, where stereotypes persist, and women often have to fight harder to have their voices heard and their contributions recognized. The stories of Tomoe Gozen Nakano Takeko and countless other women of the samurai era remind us that the pursuit of equality is an ongoing battle, one that requires unwavering courage, resilience, and a steadfast refusal to accept limitations imposed by outdated societal norms.